Okay, so the last activity, 5.3, you want to go to this linked website. So you're going to put 3 green marbles and 2 more marbles as your choice in as an option. Then you're going to mark your total marbles as 5 and click Run Trial. So you want 3 greens here, and we'll leave 1 blue, 1 red, and we'll do 0 purple. Marbles we're drawing. We're drawing 1 marble. What do you think the possibility of taking out a green block from this bag would be? Explain or show your reasoning. So what you're going to do is you're going to hit Run Trials. So it's telling you, once you run your trial, that 60% of the time you should be getting a green marble if you pull it out of the bag and then you put it back in. So what do you think the probability of taking out a green block, or we're using a marble in this case, out of the bag? So we're going to say 3/5 or 60% or 0.6, because there is a 3 out of 5 chance of drawing a green marble or block, whatever you want to use. So how could you get a better estimate without opening the... Continue to pick marbles out of the bag and record your results if you want to get a better estimate of how many marbles you would pull out of the bag. So before we wrap up the lesson, if a chance experiment is repeated many times, but the fraction of outcomes of a certain event occurs does not match the actual probability of the event. So what would be some of the reasons? So say you estimated that you would get heads when you flip a coin 50% of the time, and you actually get it 55% of the time. So why might this happen? So one reason, the experiment might not have been repeated enough times. Another reason is the experiment could have been done poorly. So we usually expect a little difference between the estimated probability and the actual probability. So that's something really important to think about. So that's back to the example of flipping a coin. If it does happen where you get heads 55 times, then that's just the difference from what we should get in theory, which is 50% of the time, as opposed to, so different from when we actually do the experiment. So now that we've finished, let's make sure we understand our learning target. I can calculate the probability of an event when the outcomes in the same sample place are not equally likely. I can explain why results from repeating an experiment may not exactly match the expected probability for an event. So like we said, sometimes an experiment can be done poorly. Someone can mess up the experiment, like the spinner could be not on a flat surface. So our success criteria is given a question about a spinner's probability of landing on a certain section of that spinner. I can determine the most likely outcomes. So that is what your cooldown will be all about, and good luck on that. Please email your teachers if you have any questions. Thank you.